You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you. All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? What happens when you set the bar high? So, looking at a clip of people talking about the Cat Williams special and people being disappointed in it. I forgot the brother's name, but he was talking. He said, Cat Williams has been excellent for a very long time, and the problem wasn't that it was lackluster. He said sometimes the problem is that when you set the bar so high, people are ready and waiting for it to exceed everything that went on previously, right? And I thought about that in the sense of people, right? Where, we have heroes and people we want to be like or whatever. And they set a pretty high bar with their excellence or with their greatness. But the problem comes when we as people, we want them to be better and better and better and better and better and better and better. They always have to meet and exceed our expectations, which in essence is really childish and immature and not that bright, because a lot of times you're asking, you're having a group of thousands, and when I say thousands, it could be tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to even millions of people want a particular person to exceed all of their expectations simultaneously. That is stupid. But when you set a high bar and you say, "Hey, man, I've committed to this process, and I'm going to be as good or as great as I can possibly be," so you set a high standard for yourself. Listening to Mike Tomlin on the Pivot, and one of the sayings that he has is the standard is the standard, right? Some of us have a high standard for ourselves. We set the bar high for ourselves. So that's cool. Now, ironically, when we set the bar high for ourselves, that's our personal thing. But when you are somebody from afar who's setting the bar for a person, they don't know where you set the bar for them. So if you get disappointed or you don't feel like they've reached your expectation, that's not on them, that's on you. Like they like a lot of times we're doing this to people that don't know us and we don't know. Like, man, I needed you to be this and that. And it's like, well, how would I know that? And why and how am I supposed to do that for you in particular, and them and those people over there, and those people watching on TV, and those people that catch it later on in the replay, and those people that go, you know what? I wish you was like you was 4-5 years ago, because that's when I was feeling you the most. Well, it ain't 4-5 years ago for one, and you're not the same person you was 4-5 years ago. And if you want me to be who I was 4-5 years ago, because that's who you can relate to, does that mean you're still the person you were 4-5 years ago? And that's all you can relate to. Does that mean you have not grown, or you haven't evolved, or you're stagnant? So I need to be stagnant with you to reach you. So you got to ask these type of questions. So, one of the things that goes on with this stuff is there comes a time where when you set the bar that high, when you set the bar high for yourself, you set it too high sometimes for everybody else. Because now we're dealing with a society where sometimes you're setting the bar high for other people just because you want them to be what you want to be, but you don't want to put in the work to be. So of course you have high expectations. Because when you set the bar high, you setting it high for you. But when somebody else is setting it for you, they setting it for them. You know, some people are living vicariously through other people. And if you don't make it the way I want you to make it, then I'm not going to make it. And that's unfair. And then some people are setting the bar, when you set the bar high and other people set the bar high for you, they're not really setting the bar high for you. They're setting the bar for your downfall. They're setting the bar for you to fail. And when you fail, finally, you know what I'm saying? Finally, it is what it is. And it's like, nah, because some people want to knock a person down and then say, you finally met my expectation. Now you're human. Because if you've been excellent and you've had a high standard for yourself, I need you to fall down a peg or two so I can feel good about where I'm at, which is ridiculous. But a lot of people do that. So I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.